Hi, welcome to Massage Therapy on Reddit. My name is Elizabeth McIrvin and I am a massage therapist, but I am also a writer and a comedian here in Hollywood. So I am the perfect person to go through all of these crazy massage therapy Reddit stories. So let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so this one was posted 3 days ago and it's the most interesting to me because it might be a little man-hating. So that'll be fun. Let's find out. New and feeling less comfortable massaging men than I expected. I've been licensed just a year and I thought I would be more comfortable by now, but it's still not quite the same. Maybe it just takes more time. I haven't had any bad experiences. I had male classmates, didn't really worry too much about it going into school, but the vibe is different and I feel bad and embarrassed to admit it. Any perspectives that could help? Okay, so that was just the initial, right? There's an edit, but I'm gonna maybe go to the comments first on this one. So she's saying she's been licensed for a year. She thought she'd be more comfortable by now. Does it take some time? So there could be many reasons why she's feeling uncomfortable with men, right? It doesn't have to be sexual. I definitely remember in my first year this specific situation where a guy came in asking for deep tissue. I'm like 120 pounds and 19 years old at this time, right? So like you're not really going to be, and it's my first year, you're not really going to be getting like a ton of deep tissue. And he was like a 250 pound, 300 pound, 6'5" motherfucker. Like there was no way I was going to deliver the pressure. But he was like getting really mad throughout the whole session that like I wasn't able to do deep tissue. And I think that like women can sense, okay, I'm asking for deep tissue. This is what she's giving me. This must be all that she has. Like, okay, she's not the massage therapist for me. She can't deliver the amount of pressure that I need. That's fine. I'm still getting a relaxing massage and I will find somebody that's more attuned to my needs afterwards, right? But like this man just kept going on and on and on, being so angry, being so upset the whole session. And then of course he like goes to my manager, who obviously is a female, after the session and is yelling at her in the manager's office, saying like, I can't believe I wasted my money. This is such a waste of time. How could you book me with somebody like this? Blah, blah. And I'm just like, bro, if you're yelling at women at a spa, my friend, fine, Jesus, grass, and something better to do with your time. That is freaking ridiculous. And that's what I mean of like, that wasn't sexual, right? There's just a dude being a dude. So, these are what the comments say. Just remember that if a client is ever out of line, you can end the session immediately. You are always in control and they are the ones in a vulnerable position. I agree with this to an extent. I've kind of written articles about this and I've written about it in my book that management or spa owners try to make massage therapists feel empowered by saying, if something makes you feel uncomfortable, feel free to leave the room. Like, you are in control. You have the power. But then what happens after we leave the room? Does anybody ever think about that? What happens after we leave the room? We go back to the break room. The client, whoever did something that was messed up, goes to the front. Do they call the police? Do they question them on it? Do they ban them? They do none of those things. So does it really matter? Does it really matter? The massage therapist feels empowered if you're actually not doing anything. If you're actually not doing anything at the end of the day. Oh, it gets me heated. Don't even get me started. Or get me started. Because like this is the whole point of why I'm doing this anyways, is the opportunity to talk about stuff. So get me started. Okay, after 17 years, I prefer my menopause ladies followed by moms. I give 100% to everyone. It's just a preference. Somebody said, other than limited yourself to a smaller client base, there are no issues in preferring female only. You can specialize and market yourself to female clients with female issues. Don't think too much what the men loses. If you do so, there are a ton of other female MTs that takes male clients. Due to all the grammatical errors, I'm going to say this is a man leaving a comment. And also, like, limiting yourself to a smaller client base. No, you will not be limiting yourself to a smaller client base. My client base is like 99.99% women. And I'm pretty sure if I said, I don't want to see any men on my schedule, no, I'm not doing it, I'd still be 100% booked all the time. And it says you can You could specialize to female clients with female issues. That's how I know. Anybody that says female issues, no woman would ever say female issues. That's sexist. That's sexist. Female issues, that's a sexist thing to say. Okay? Female issues are everybody's issues. So, you better back up, sir. Okay. This is the last comment I'll read, and then I'll go back to what OP said in the edit. 20 years in here, the instances are so rare. Honestly, the last place I ever got icky behavior, and it happened several times, was a massage envy. That was 06 to 07. Men need massage as much as us. It really isn't a usual occurrence. Hope this helps well. Okay, again, like they really just keep going back to the sexual thing. She just said she wasn't comfortable. She didn't say it was because of anything sexual. It's interesting to me, but not interesting to me that they would assume that if you have an issue with men, it's because they're being overly sexual. Duh. We all know that. Get it, right? But like, let's think a little beyond. Men can make us uncomfortable with intimidation, with awkward conversation, with trying to be too friendly, with trying to be friends, have an inappropriate relationship. None of it is like, you don't have to flash a dick and like, that's it. That's the only way you can make a female uncomfortable. The commenters are not getting that. like she literally says, I haven't had any bad experiences. She literally just said that. Like, people are not listening. I swear to God, when people post, the people who are commenting, I'm like, did you even read this? Did you read this? We're commenting on the same thing, right? Oh my God. Anyways, her edit. This is what her edit says. Well, this was kind of mixed bag in the comments, but I like that there were many different takes. It has sparked some new thoughts for me, which is what I was looking for. First of all, I made this post because I did not expect to feel differently between men and women, and I would like to reduce the difference as much as possible. I am thinking about this because I want to be a good massage therapist for men and women. I don't plan to stop accepting male clients. I do not view men who come in as creepy right off the bat. I have brothers and a dad who I love, and I know many good guys who I respect. I've simply started noticing that my nervous system is more on alert. Takeaways: I may need to explore my nervous system reaction with a therapist. I'm not alone, and I'm not in the wrong profession. I may be more comfortable over time with an established client. The difference between massaging men and women is not comparable to differences in ethnicity. Massage therapists should be able to make decisions about who they see, especially if safety is a concern. Okay, OP. I've noticed a trend on Reddit already. I'm not even really like on here. And I've noticed that, like, I don't know, women will say something and then men will like turn it into something that it's totally not. But anyways, I think she's totally wrong about one thing, is there's no difference between massaging men and women as there is between massaging different ethnicities. Bitch, you are fucking wrong. Bitch, you are capital W fucking wrong. You are wrong. Wrong, girl. Girl. Like, I can't even believe she made that statement. And I'm guessing that she only made that statement because of all of the comments. I don't know why. I don't know why we all need to pretend. And I don't know why especially women don't need to pretend. Being alone in a room with a man you do not know is scary. It is at risk of your life and personal fucking safety at every moment. Okay? It's like 90% shitbags and maybe 10. And that's just being generous that are okay. Like, I think it might be 99.99% of dudes are creepy and inappropriate in some type of way. Okay? And I don't think that is controversial what I'm saying. And if you find that controversial what I'm saying, then you need to do some research, step away, go do some research and come back, or don't. I really don't want you here if you disagree with me. Shoo. Anyways, she's being way too nice. A year in, and it does fuck up with my nervous system. Of course it does. Dude, when I look at the schedule and I see that, like, you know, I'm about to grab my female client. Her name is Natalie. I'm like, hey, Natalie, like, let's go into the room. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling normal, I'm feeling regulated. When I see a man's name on there, it's like boom, 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 checklist of things that I need to look out for to suss out this person and make sure they have good intentions. Are they looking me in the eye? Are they showing me respect? Or are they looking down? Sometimes, not always at my tits, but literally sometimes men, if they feel so uncomfortable with women, they will not even look them in the eye. And you can already guess like what that follows into. Like if they're ashamed or if they feel guilty, like why? What are you about to do? You know? There's a million things that we're reading that I would never read with a woman. So, yeah. Obviously, there's no difference between massaging a black woman and an Indian woman and a white woman, or a Indian male or a black male or a white male. But yes, there are differences between men and women and doing massage. Do not discount yourself, girl. Do not discount yourself. And honestly, if you're feeling that uncomfortable, just keep it to women. And if anybody gaslights you, just be like, look up the statistics. Like, look up the statistics on violence. I've literally wrote articles about this, that sexual violence or just violence, period, like the most dangerous jobs for women. I'm sure you could guess number 1, sex work. Of course, we all know that. Second, massage therapy. So, like, just stop gaslighting yourself. Like, I'm saying this to all women. I'm saying this to myself. Stop gaslighting yourselves. It is unsafe to be in a room alone with a man. Period. Stop trying to unconvince yourself of that true fact. Okay, now we're going to move on because I spent way too much time rambling about that. But maybe the appropriate amount of time. Okay. Let's do one last one and then stop because I'm tired and I don't feel like doing this anymore. Okay. Tipping for continuing education classes. I am currently looking for CEUs near me, and I finally found one. But I'm extremely turned off by the fact that they're asking for tips. Since when do we tip teachers/trainers, especially when we're already forking out over $400 just to get the training? I already hate tip culture as it is and don't ask my clients for them. Obviously, some people will tip and I'm grateful for when they do, but I feel like that's pretty unethical. Edit. To be clear, it's asking for tips for training that I find unethical, not the accepting tips for clients. LOL. As I stated, I'm grateful when clients tip. It's just not an expectation. Oh my God. Don't even get me started. Okay. You're getting me started. I'm going to go on a rant now. Okay. Number 1, tips is an essentially American thing because of slavery. Because when slaves were freed, there was no minimum wage laws. There was nothing like that of like guaranteed pay for you to like eat food and live and like buy a house, right? Like we still don't even have that today, but whatever. I digress. The fact is that because of slavery, a lot of former slaves turned workers would depend on tips and would depend on the generosity of others because their pay was fucking shit. And then as slavery was illegalized, it turned into other stuff, right? So like in North Carolina example, where the state that I'm from, waiters and waitresses, they would make a minimum wage that was different than the federal minimum wage, which should be illegal. It was like $2.75, and then they would depend on tips to make like an actual wage, to make actually like $2,000, $1,000 a paycheck or something like that, right? And like it's incredibly messed up. I mean, I've even interviewed places where their job posting for the hourly compensation includes a imaginary $20 tip. I will literally get to the interview and be like, okay, so the pay is like $50, $60 an hour. They're like, well, actually it's 40, but the $60 that you're going to get a $20 tip every time. Our clients are very generous. Lo and behold, I get hired at those places and I don't even see one tip and I quit. So it's fucking bullshit. I think the tip exhaustion, I understand. There are places where people are asking for tips where they shouldn't be asking for tips. That's messed up because you're ruining it for the rest of us that actually deserve it. Like a waiter, I will always think deserves a tip because they're going an extra mile to serve me with humility. Oh, hello. This is Elizabeth 20 minutes later, my phone died. And then it took so long to charge, I just decided to stop and smoke weed and look at what was going on. Christy, got fired today. That's cool. So anyways, the topics were fun. The topics were super fun. I felt like I said my piece on tipping. I feel like I said my piece on that. Anyways, I've been having a lovely time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of Massage Therapy on Reddit. And yes, all massage therapists smoke weed. If you don't know this, I can't help you, bro. We heal people all day. What the fuck? What the fuck else are we good? Okay, bye.